Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. I just pretty much said my whole opening without putting myself on mute. So thank you very much. Let's start it again. Welcome. This is Philly from Figurecraft to my first live unboxing. And obviously you can see right here that I have the one and only 1989 Batmobile from Jazzinc Dioramas. We've been definitely looking forward to this for a very long time. And I can't wait to unbox this with you guys. Thanks for joining in. If you're new to the channel, please like, comment, and subscribe. And let's get started. It's funny. Somebody, when I posted a picture of this, somebody said that, thank you, MB Dyson, the Silent Night. Thank you. Always with the jokes. But somebody thought it was a bed that was being delivered because I took a picture of the box and they're like, is that a bed? I'm like, no, it's a Batmobile. So my little daughter took a picture with it and they thought it was a bed for a big girl, but unfortunately it was the Batmobile. Unfortunate for her, but fortunate for me. So let's get started. So obviously we got the box right here, beautiful artwork shown and designed. They did a really good job with the blacks and yellows popping like in the movie. If you guys remember living the times of 1989 when the movie came out, the poster was just a poster with black and this symbol over here. And that's all you needed. That's all you needed. And everybody went crazy. So let's see. Okay, so no audio coming through. Let's see. Mario, you're there, right? Can you hear me? Let's see. Okay, I'm good. Thank you. Appreciate you. So the movie poster was basically a black poster with the bat symbol, and that's all you needed. And people went crazy. People end up buying so many merchandise from that movie because it was one of the breakthrough movies alongside the 1978 Superman film from Chris Donner and Christopher Reeves. May he rest in peace. This broke the record of blockbusters, meaning that people are now expecting blockbusters in the summer, and it was a good experience to go to, watch a movie, get popcorn, and enjoy yourself, and watch a great comic book movie, which is started with Batman. So here we got the 1/6 scale limited edition collectible vehicle, signature limited edition. I do have the plaque that came in, and there we go. Then you got the Batmobile with Jazzinc Dioramas on the top left, and then the bat symbol on the bottom left. DC logo on the top right, and ultimate 1989 Batmobile. So we got some stuff here on the side, but let's look at the back real quick. All right. We got Ultimate 1989 Batmobile, 1/6 scale limited edition, collectible vehicle. You got the features, you get the warnings, licensees, the model number, and consultants. Thank you to all these gentlemen. These guys are rarely thanked, but these are the guys that really are big fans and experience and have so much material from these films that it's kind of hard to go back and find stuff. But these guys, because they love the material so much, they love Batmobile and Batman, they keep a lot of stuff, and it's great to have it for reference for anything in the future. So thank you, gentlemen. William Babington, Andreas Sturcha, at Bat89 Andrea, Dominic Artale, Brian Thone, Steve Stewart, Rick Purnell, and John Sprigato. Thank you, gentlemen. I believe, lady, thank you for contributing to this project. Obviously, a lot of love, pour, sweat, and tears went into it, and we definitely looking forward to this. So, all right, let's start. Let's lay the box on the side. So we got over here because we have a lot of beautiful artwork that we have. You get the most movie accurate in regards to details and scale, detailed exterior, detailed cockpit interior, light up sound effects and features. And I'm sure a lot of you guys are saying, just get on with it. And let's just go one more side and see what we got over here. Obviously, we've got the other Jazzinc products. We have the 1966, the Batwing, which you see obviously rotating in the background, the 2022 Battinson Batmobile, and the Justice League / Batman v Superman Batmobile with the bat signal. So I do own all these products, and I've been a fan for Joost for a long time. We actually did a stream not too long ago, and it was a wonderful stream. Got to know Joost in another level, and he's such a great guy. He is a collector like us and loves this. It's a passion for him, and you can see based on the products on the love and care that he pours into it. Not only that, but also the Facebook group and the customer service. That's top notch. So shout out to, again, Joost and Jazzinc for a wonderful, wonderful experience that everybody's going through when they purchase anything from Jazzinc. So thank you. So now we're going to do a little movie magic. I will talk to the chat real quick. Let's see here. Now, if I look down, it's because I'm looking at this iPad right here. So let's start from the top. Okay. Tyria, how you doing, Tyria? Thank you for joining. We really appreciate you. Matt Dana, my unofficial tech guy. Thanks for giving me that sound check. I really appreciate you. Thank you. I could have gone the whole entire stream without even not realizing that the sound was off. El Profesoro, my big guy. How you doing, Mario? He is the man. I've known him for quite some time, a little bit now that we've become really good friends. And I know he's kind of aching right now because he's busy at work. And unfortunately, I did invite a couple of local guys to come down and, share this experience with me. But unfortunately, they couldn't make it this during the week and they're working. So I appreciate you, Mario, for stopping by. Thank you. Let's see. We got Kronos. No audio. Thank you, Kronos, for confirming that. Welcome. MB Dyson, 829. The Silent Night. Yeah. Thank you. One thing I only got to say to you, MB Dyson, is party on. Tony Douglas, no audio. I don't know what that means, but I'll just skip that. Who else we got here? Jason LeDrew, we can't hear you. Okay, awesome. Thank you very much. My buddy, Pop Culture Relics, LFG. Welcome, Luis. Great guy. I've known him for a long time. Thanks for supporting the channel. Tony Douglas, audio's okay now, dude. Thank you for the thumbs up. I appreciate you. Thanks for stopping by. And my good buddy, Low Key Collector, Calvin, thank you for joining. I appreciate the support. I know you already saw the review that Justin posted this morning / afternoon. It is wonderful, but I did. I'm gonna wait till I see his review because I want to kind of unbox it first and see my experience firsthand. But I do want to see his review because he does a wonderful job and he's been doing it for a long time. So shout out to Justin at Justin Collectibles Collection. Thank you very much for what you do. You do an awesome job. Now we got Speed Fighter. Hi from France. Oh, welcome, Speed Fighter. We appreciate you coming in. And then party on MB Dyson. So that's what we got in the chat so far. Thank you for joining, gentlemen and ladies. And let's get on with the process. So I'm going to do a little movie magic and kind of go off camera real quick. And then we'll do the unboxing real quick. Give me 1 second. Ta-da! Yeah. So here we are. Yeah. You ask how fast I am. Well, I'm pretty quick unboxing this box. So I didn't want to spare the time of unboxing it, so I already pre-unboxed it. Just want to make sure everything was good before showing it. And obviously, it's great. We got, let me put some little music real quick. Give me 1 second. As you can see, he started with the good product now, the styrofoam. The gray styrofoam is no longer the white. So no more little pieces of white chunks of styrofoam that you have to clean up that have static. So definitely a plus. Thank you, Joost, for that. It's definitely noticeable. You got the straps. which are definitely a good thing to kind of help secure the box. You got a set of 2 here on each side around it, and you got smaller ones in the inside. So, and then obviously you got Jazzinc right here already showing you. So let's go ahead and open it and see what we got. Watch it just be a log, no Batmobile. And then Joost will be saying, gotcha. Open the tanks. So we got, I can see we have the platform, which I own the Hot Toys Batmobile, which is a beautiful piece of work. And I have the, I still have that platform. When I sold it, the person didn't want it, so I ended up keeping it and I use it as a rotating platform for figures. But this one, it's a lot heftier and it feels more like quality. And there's, if I'm right, there is some metal in here, so it is heavy and it's beautiful. I like the color. Really good job on that. We got let's see, the instructions. Always important. Never lose those. And then one thing I wanted to share with me being multi owner of different things, when you get your vehicles and Batwing or whatever you get from Jazzinc, the best you can do is when you get your AC adapter, label them to what they belong to. Because for me, I found out the hard way, if you don't label them, you gotta make sure, because you don't want to blow out the circuitry on anything. So if you mix match your adapters, make sure you label them, because you don't want to get them confused. That way you don't end up blowing the electronics on it. So that's a very important thing that I just kind of recently discovered and definitely want to share with you guys. So. Yeah, Justin is very cool. I agree, Tony. Really nice guy. I got 7 vehicles on order on Jazzinc. Don't know where I'm putting all the boxes. Congratulations, Tony. Thanks for joining. Yeah, definitely important. So we got here, wow, this is like a TV remote. So it's really large size, which is nice because you can't lose it. So you got here the batarangs, the bat discs, the little device to put in liquid for the exhaust. The magnet, we all know those magnets to remove anything you can't pry open, you use a magnet for. Just very, very careful not to scratch anything. And then if I believe I see something in here that I don't recognize, I'll confirm what it is in a little bit. Here we got the, and this is something that you love about Joost. He included the Batman Returns fins where they use for, I think they call them ankle breakers. And you didn't have to do that because this is basically a 1989 adaptation, but he ended up adding the extras. And I must say thank you for that, because you never know when you're gonna need a couple of pair of ankle breakers, so you never know. The adapter right here, which is important, definitely label it. Any like label maker or any Scotch tape or anything you can put in there and you just put initials, what vehicle it belongs to, is definitely recommended. So here we got the trunk, I guess, and the steering wheel, actually. Cool, because the steering wheel looks like it's die cast and it has some good rigidity to it. So I got that right here, and then also the adapter. All right, Jose Hernandez, thanks for joining. Philly, stuck with this work. I'm not sure if I can jump on, but I'm watching. I appreciate Jose. Thank you for joining any way or form you can. I really appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Then we get the book, specifically designed by Joost. So he said he designed it, and I've been looking forward to it. It's actually not as much as the Batmobile, but definitely appreciate it. So thanks, Joost. Okay, now we go. Let's bring it out. It's a tree trunk. I'm kidding. So you can tell that he did all the extras to put the care to make sure that it gets to point from point A to point B. More additional straps. And all you gotta do is release them here. All right. And then you get the bag. So I've already kind of looked at it and make sure everything's good. Everything looks great, but in regards to handling it, it's the most important. I haven't gotten instructions how to handle it, but obviously from one end to the other is great. But before you lift, try to make sure it feels, rigid, like kind of solid before you lift, because you don't want something to break off. But most likely, I believe that's the same way I used to, lift the 89 Batmobile from the back to the front, and you feel kind of like make sure before you lift, you kind of feel the rigidity to make sure it doesn't break off. And this is the same situation. So let's go ahead and lift it real quick. So it's right behind the exhaust, or the exhaust, and then the front of the engine. And just lift very carefully. I'm gonna turn, just so we can pick up the plastic. First impressions, love the paint. The paint looks absolutely amazing. It looks really good. It's more realistic. It takes it into a new level of realism, and that's what we all want. And then the second thing that kind of comes into mind right away is the wheels, the rims. They're more accurate. The gold makes it look so much better than the silver on the Hot Toys one. So definitely a couple of things there that I noticed right away. Let's see if we can notice additional things that you guys might be able to spot. Hopefully the lighting is pretty good. Yeah, it looks pretty good. All right. So just be very careful. And always use gloves too. Any kind of gloves that can help you, whether it's the black ones that have kind of like the grip effect, or just white ones just to keep it kind of clean. And obviously there it is. You can see the side back of it. Wow, it just looks amazing. I can see right away the differences and the mechanics of it, like the kind of like the mechanical stuff where the grappling hook is on the side, the guns on the top. You can see major differences right away, and obviously the scale of it too. It's obviously more accurate to scale, and yeah, it looks great. I love it. There's a gas tank. The wheel looks great. The tires, look at the detail on the tires right here. That's insane. You gotta love that. You gotta love the attention to detail that we get. Even on the small tires. It looks good. So I'm gonna attempt a quick little trick. I don't suggest anybody to do this, but it's fine because I'm a one guy kind of show. And we're gonna do the whole lift up and drop the box thing. And it worked. There we go. So as you can see, these are adjustable. And obviously the canopy, you want to use a magnet to pull it out, but it seems like it's already somewhat semi-open, so I'm just going to apply it with my fingers. Wow. The interior looks amazing. It looks really great. It feels like I'm inside the Batmobile. It looks really amazing. I like the kind of like gunmetal that you see and the trimmings, like the tip, the nose tip, the side here of the grappling hook, and also here on the not the exhaust but the intake, where you see that special gunmetal look. And then you see in the inside you got the cool kind of vents that they go in detail. Even in the back here of the seats, you can see buttons and everything. And these seats look just like they look very realistic. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab the camera. You guys can get a closer look, and we'll go very, very carefully. I don't want anybody to get nauseous. So you can see from the front. Very good job with Jazzinc. Amazing job. Look at the back too. I'll put the trunk lid back in a little bit, but I just want you guys to get a good look at it. And then as you can see the inside, I don't know if you can see the details, but I believe that canopy can be lifted. So you can see. So if you guys seen Justin's collection's in-depth review, I'm sure he's already gone through all this, but just want to get a different perspective, and definitely everybody's opinion matters, even though we all sometimes have different opinions. We have to respect our opinions, but I definitely give it 10 out of 10. Mind blown. So thanks again. And more to come. I got something that I'm working on right now. I'll give you a little sneak peek. If anybody can notice what I'm working on, you get extra points. Anybody in the chat? And it doesn't count. My friends don't count. They already know. Don't cheat, guys. You guys already know because I haven't been shutting up about it. Shall we try the electronics? Let's give it a shot with the electronics. See how make sure they're working. Let's go to the chat here. Yeah, John. Yeah, no problem. I can do that. Let me I'll turn it down a little bit so that way you can hear me better. So I have to use my portable headset in order to sometimes the audio is a little bit off. So let's go 50%. Let's go 10%. All right, so you guys can hear me a little better. Thanks for the feedback, John. Thank you for coming. Joost used actual automotive paint on the 89. The car is a real thing of beauty. I agree, Tony. I definitely agree. And that's what takes it on a whole new level of realism. And we can't wait for the animated version, because he's going to use a two-tone changing paint that goes from black to blue or blue to black, and it's perfect for the animated version. So he's already showing, kind of little details, and one of the things he recently added was the engine, which we all were hoping he would, and he definitely took care of us. So if you're interested, that the pre-orders are still open for the animated version. Go up to JazzincDioramas.com, and I believe he told me that there are still spots for the waitlist for this. So if you are looking to get this and you're changing your mind, or you weren't going to get it, now you're changing your mind, it's the time to go and jump on it, because it's, once it's done, it's done. So, but it's definitely something, if you have a passion for Batman and you love this kind of stuff, I recommend it. So, but obviously collect responsibly. Low-key collector, ? He's thinking. I don't know what that means, but Speed Fighter, masterpiece. Thank you for coming, Speed Fighter. I appreciate you coming to check it out. Hill Valley, Vicky Vale. You got it right. You're right, Hill Valley. It's Vicky Vale. No one's really tapped that figure, and it is kind of like the original. Aside from Lois Lane, it's kind of like the OG, kind of damsel in distress. But I mean, they're also heroines too. That I'm surprised nobody's made. I mean, we haven't even had a Catwoman, and this is where Joost comes in, and he literally took something that we've been asking for years and years, and he is tackling it. And I say it looks really good so far. We've seen with the Catwoman, so looking forward to that. But yeah, it's Vicky Vale. It's just a kind of like I do tend to sometimes do kit bashes, but also do custom work. It's something in between. I couldn't find anything remotely close that resembled the dress, so I had to do that from scratch. And a couple of pricks in my finger. I don't know how to sew, but I did my best I could. So, but once I'm done, I'm gonna do a showcase video with Vicky Vale and Batman and the Batmobile and all these kinds of set pieces. Just the way you guys kind of know the way I do things. And then some pictures as well on Instagram. If you don't know, I do photography on Instagram. Go follow me at Figurecraft. Same thing with me. And you can see some pictures that I take. But anyways, yeah, I'm waiting for a head sculpt. I bought a generic head sculpt that had resemblance to Vicky Vale. It's not going to be 100%, but I will try to do the best. I usually repaint them and try to kind of mimic the skin tone, the eyes, and all that stuff. And then the hair, which I've done before. I'm going to get the hair permed up, kind of like, the 80s look hair, how the way she had it. I already had some experience. I ended up doing a comic accurate Poison Ivy that had the wavy hair. So hopefully it turns out the same. Jose, give me Rachel. No, Jose, nobody likes Rachel. Sorry. I think Vicky Vale, obviously it's Catwoman, Vicky Vale, and then Dr. Meridian. She was pretty cool. So let's see here. Jason LeDrew, hint. Well, I think they already got that it's Vicky Vale. Don't use the bottom 3 buttons. Copyright sound. I don't know what Pop Culture Road is saying. Okay. Oh, yes. Thank you. On the Batmobile. I got you. So yeah, Jason, it's definitely Vicky Vale. Definitive Collector, thanks for joining. Looks great. Is it possible to increase the quality of stream halfway? I thought I'd switch it to 1080p, but I'm not sure. But don't worry, Definitive Collector. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. I will get you a 4K showcase video, and I'll give you the, it's not going to be a review. I like to leave the reviews to the professionals. Shout out to, my man, Jay from Brothers Cousins Toy Reviews. He's going to do an in-depth review with the Batmobile compared to the actual Hot Toys. So shout out to him. I'm sure it's going to be a great, and I can't wait to see it. My man also, Lael at 1/6 Scale Man. I'm looking forward to his opinion because he has also been looking forward to this. So shout out to those guys. They're awesome. But yeah, I'm going to do a showcase video. It's going to be just mostly shots and, kind of like cinematic type of stuff. And hopefully you can come back and check it out. So I'll do that in a couple of weeks. Stop it, Jose. Yeah, Jason LeDrew, I do hope that Jazzinc makes a Vicky Vale as well. I did tell, it's hopefully that Vicky Vale is actually going to Joost as a thank you because I'm a big fan of his stuff, and I told him that, and I said maybe that'll help you with the inspiration of making an official Vicky Vale figure, so that would be awesome. Tyria, I'm hoping Hot Toys is going to give us something completely unexpected for Batman 85. I hope so too. Something more comic accurate would be nice. There's so much lore on Batman, and they have unlimited sources to tap into. They just gotta do it. So let's hope so. I hope so too, Tyria. Jason LeDrew, he is making a penguin. Yes, he's doing a Danny DeVito penguin. I think they're in the pre-prototype phases. Let's see. Pop Culture Relic is asking Jose, why did they kill Rachel if she was a favorite? Hint, hint, Jose. She wasn't a favorite. Okay, we got Tyria saying hi to Calvin. Matt, Dana, what's your number plate? My number plate right here, I see it's 452. So I assume during the, assembly process, I assume that the early batches are usually the end pieces, and that's when they do the assignments. So most likely I'll end up probably getting a number towards the end or something. Unless I see somebody else that currently on the early test batch gets a 1 or 2, then I don't know. I have to ask Joost. I'm not really sure. But I'm happy. I mean, it would have been nice to get an 89, but, that's not going to happen. That's 1 in 500 chance. So I think that's about right, yeah. So, okay. Katie was better. Definitive Collector, 4K would be great. Just subbed. Cheers. Thank you very much. I appreciate you. Thank you. And there's more stuff in here that I had in 4K. The Batwing. I have a whole showcase of all the vehicles. I did a small, quick one of the 2022 Batmobile as well. Kind of like a tech noir type of feel, very dark, very moody. You can check that out. But yeah, there's more to come, definitely, for sure. X-Men Supreme, what's up, buddy? Welcome here. Thanks for joining. Favorite guy in the community. OS, I only just saw this. Sorry, it was an impromptu. X-Men Supreme. I even forgot to announce it on Instagram. So my apologies, but people can always check it out afterwards. It was something impromptu that I wanted to do because I wanted to make sure that everything was solid and also give credit where it's due. So definitely wanted to do that so I can get everybody hyped. And if you are interested, definitely go for it. So thanks for joining X-Men Supreme. Tony Douglas, I want Joost to do a 1/6 Batman Begins figure. Hot Toys got no love for Batman Begins. I 100% agree with you. I've asked other companies, and I don't know. It's still in lingo, but it would be really good because we got let down from that company. We got let down with the 2.0 release. It was just a carbon copy of the previous one, and it's sad because we have to go out and kind of customize and buy additional parts and different things to make it right. And we shouldn't do that. We shouldn't have to pay for a full figure and then have to customize it the way we want it because the company failed to do so. So I agree with you, and I hope somebody steps into the plate because Batman Begins, it is one of my favorite suits. It's a good suit. It's very classic, and I'm surprised they changed it in the middle of The Dark Knight, but I think he was trying to go, Christopher Nolan was trying to go with a tactical more feel, but that was a good suit. I liked it. It was very, very, very comic accurate in a way. So Philly's next customer is Rachel. No, thank you, Jose. I'm good. Gio, the movie canon. Thanks for joining, buddy. Yeah, it is massive. It's a massive, massive piece and looks beautiful. So thanks for joining, buddy. I appreciate you. If you don't know Gio from the movie canon, check out his channel. He does amazing trivia stuff and movie trivia and figures talk. So please join and check out his channel. Great content for you guys. Let's see. X-Men Supreme. I hope that a mono case arrives before 89 so I can have the shelf space ready for it. Well, here's a little secret. X-Men Supreme. I actually don't have a place for this. That's I didn't plan that correctly. So I already have in my mind where I'm gonna reorganize stuff. But I was considering getting rid of something, but I'm gonna keep it. I'm just gonna expand, and hopefully we get a brand new studio tour coming in. Hopefully before the end of the year, if not definitely next year. So we'll do that, and it's gonna be an expansion, and it's gonna involve a lot of Batman stuff. So looking forward to that. Something you've never seen before. So the spinning Batwing is hypnotizing me. Can't take my eyes on it. Yeah, Tyria, sorry about that. If you want me to stop it, if it's getting you dizzy, let me know. But it looks beautiful up there. That was the only place I had it. Unfortunately, I could put it. Unfortunately, so does some of the green pop off? Green pop off. Green. I don't know what he's talking about. Brad Koski, welcome. Hey, buddy. I'm not sure what you're saying about some of that green pop off. There's no green, so please elaborate, and I'll go back to you. Movie canon, thank you. Tony Douglas, D Knight called Hot Toys Begins a lazy money grab. Absolutely right. I agree. Yeah, and D Knight, shout out to D Knight, really wonderful guy. Been a fan for him for years, so shout out to him. No, all good. It's awesome seeing it spin. Okay. X-Men Supreme. Yeah, this is one of those pieces that you have to get when getting is good. Ready or not, yeah. So I assume you're getting one too, and you're looking forward to it too. Brad Koski, paint. So I don't see any of that. And I know maybe it's the camera, but I don't see any of that in person. So that may be a little different in person. I don't know. It's based on, I really don't see what you're saying. So I see some grayish a little bit, or no, it's just the shine, I think. But I see kind of like a matte gloss. That's the best description I can give you, but I don't see any of that green stuff you're saying. The green tint in the paint, I can't. If anybody can see, I'll see it in the camera, let me know. But in person, it's a little, I don't see it. I'm kind of blind, but I don't see anything that resembles anything green. And I don't have a harsh light on it, so it's kind of a toned down light. That shine, yep, gotta love the shine, Calvin. A Rhino heavy duty garage shelving. unit will comparably fit 4 Batmobiles, I'm buying 2. Tony Douglas. Great way to go, because that's exactly what I have. Great choice. Dean K is a legend. Yeah, I agree. So, okay, so let's start with electronics real quick, and then I'm gonna try to make this a little short. Keep it under an hour or so, but we'll definitely do the important things so that way you guys can, see live and kind of get a feel of it. So, let's see. The steering wheel, I'll have to read it afterwards for directions, because that is something you don't want to mess up in regards to opening the steering wheel or installing the steering wheel. But I will put is it canopy or trunk? What do you guys call that part, the back of it? Because I know Hot Toys, it was the same way. You pull it out and you can put the batteries in there. Now it's just a connection. I believe that's where you put the connection. I'll just throw it. All right. Here it is. And the one thing is definitely appreciate is the detail inside and the what do you call it? The stuff inside the metal brackets that you put in there. Looks really good. And I don't see any connection in here, so I assume you just put this in here and you just use this for storage like you did in the previous one. I believe the connector should be on the bottom, if I'm correct, because all the vehicles have the connecting on the bottom. Let's see. But yeah, it's definitely for scale. It's definitely to scale, and that's what we all wanted, because collections are getting bigger and bigger, and you really the challenge for everything that they produce, all the companies, Hot Toys, and etc., is you're buying realism and accuracy, and and sometimes it ends up costing the price of flexibility, articulation, and or other functions. But I mean, what would you prefer, accuracy or function? That's a good question for you guys. Do you guys prefer accuracy or function over a figure or a vehicle? Whatever, doesn't really matter, because it's you're trying to kind of get a 1/6 scale representation of what you're buying, whether it's a figure or anything really. Here it is. So, I know some of the, and let's be honest. I'll give you a good example. The Catwoman catsuit, Michelle Pfeiffer, that was not functional. We all knew that. I mean, we all know, and everybody's talking. We all knew that she had to wear different suits every time because they would break or tear, and they had to be suction off of her because they were just, they were very flimsy. They would break off. Another example was, some of the rubber suits, like the Batman Begins. There was another example that kept falling apart and had to start over and over. I can't remember which one, but yeah, I mean, it's. Do you guys prefer accuracy over functionality? Give me 1 second. I'm gonna try to get an extension cord because I don't have something long enough for this. So let's see what we got for what you guys think on accuracy over functionality. Want to get an extension cord. Okay, so here we are. Okay, We got it plugged in. Kyria says accuracy. Bradkowski, accuracy. Yep. Kyria says, speaking of Catwoman, bring forth the 1992 Catwoman pre-orders, Jazzinc. So we are excited for that. I agree. Bring them forward. We're looking forward to, and we all know what we're going to get. We're going to get the 2-pack, the battle damage and the regular 2-pack. That's definitely going to be the go-to piece. So this is really impressive. I like the way the remote is coming out. Like, this is literally, it looks like a movie prop. Yeah, kudos to Joost. This is really cool. It has some kind of like, sort of like deflector up here that has a light underneath, and I'm sure it shines when it turns on. But it looks like a movie prop. This is really good. I mean, this can go anywhere next to a batarang, a cowl, and people would think this is a movie prop because it was very well done. So let me get a screwdriver real quick because I think you have to put batteries in here. How are we doing on time? I think we got 15 minutes left, so we'll do the lights and kind of wrap it up. And I appreciate you all joining. I'm sure hopefully it kind of, for those who are getting it, it kind of gives you sort of a excitement to see. Oh, this is interesting. He's got like 3 screws on the side and on top. Gives you an anticipation and excitement for this piece. So I know we all been looking forward. So there we go. So I guess he already has a battery in here. Yeah, there's a 12-volt battery in here already. So let's not disturb the battery. And put the screw back on. Okay, so in theory, it should work now. And just so you know, I have these kind of like lights that work with RF or infrared, and sometimes it picks up the lights in the background because I have some of the lights. Okay, so I hear something. So there's some sounds. Okay. Okay, so we got some sounds and then we got lights. Awesome. So I see the lights are functioning. Wow. These are much better than the previous model. I'll show you real quick. Definitely a more aggressive presence from the vehicle because they're basically they're bigger and they're brighter. And I believe, I don't know if you use 2 LEDs like the previous Batmobile, but you can't tell because the light just kind of goes everywhere. So that's the way it should have been. I know there were Honda Civic lights that are upside down, but you know, we don't want to think that. We don't want to break that illusion. But I don't know about the back. Let me see about the back. But let's look at the cockpit real quick. I believe if you do the back differently, it might be a different button. So you can see the inside. Wow. What an amazing display. Even in the back, you have lights in the back. That just takes it to a whole new level. Look at the dials, the odometers. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see. Yeah, you can see it. That's impressive. Very impressive. Most impressive. But yeah, that looks great. Let me take a look at the backlights. I'm sure it's because of whatever button I pressed. There we go. So number 2 is for the back lights, and number 3, I believe, is for the front lights. And working just fine. You can see they turn. Do a bat brake check. There we go. You will hate those. But yeah, it looks good, guys. Looks really well done, and been looking forward to this. So I'm going to answer a couple more questions in the chat, and if you guys have any questions, feel free, and then we'll call it a day. Okay. Yeah, apparently X-Men Supreme is cool with Catwoman's suit falling apart. Brad, it'll be display more than anything else. It's a photo magnet. Yeah, definitely. Can't wait for mine. I'll be doing photos for sure. Looking forward to that, Brad. The remote's super cool. Yeah, I agree. The remote's really awesome. Like I said, it looks like a prop, like a movie prop. Yeah, every angle just pops. I agree, Calvin. Brad says, I see some of that green as you move around. Okay. As I move it around, or as I move around? Probably the reflection. I know we did like a vote for the types of colors. I believe he did. I think he showed 3 different types, and we all voted against which one looked, more accurate. And I think I remember doing that with this. So, but yeah, I mean, it might just look different in person. But I do see a sheen. That's all I see. I don't see that color though. Okay, can't wait for the video content. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate you. Thank you for the live unboxing. Glad there's no quality issues, and cool to see your excitement for it. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate you. Yeah, we definitely we wanted to make sure everything was good and it looks great. And Joost, like I said, Joost is putting a lot of care into this, and it obviously shows. So glad to report that it looks amazing, and whoever's getting it, they're gonna love it. They're gonna be very happy with it, and congratulations to those who are getting it. So. Yep. Okay. All right, guys, it's getting kind of towards the hour mark. Thank you for joining. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe and consider, liking this video, and also check out my other content too. I'm going to do more content in regards to Jazzinc products and figures, and then also I've been trying to do something more in the mini document series to kind of give you a little more history of stuff that we love, like movies and action figures. I did have a new video that came out. It's a part 1 of a series, and it's where all the figures started, in the 80s. So if you're interested in a little bit of history, check it out. It's just a quick little video to kind of give you the lowdown on where figures started, and definitely check it out. And then if you like it, I'll definitely make some more. So thanks, guys. I really appreciate you stopping by. I know it was impromptu, but I appreciate the support. Again, if you're new, subscribe, like, and comment. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.